Hey there, travel enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Are you ready for an incredible journey through one of Europe's most charming countries? Today, we're exploring the top 10 must-visit places in Denmark, the land of Hague, happiness, and Hans Christian Andersen. From stunning castles to buzzing cities, and from picturesque islands to Lego-tastic theme parks, Denmark has something for everyone. So, grab your Viking helmet, just kidding. Maybe leave that at home, and let's dive into this Scandinavian wonderland that'll make you want to book your flight right now. 10. Roskilde. Kicking off our Danish adventure at number 10 is the historic city of Roskilde. This place is like a time machine that'll take you back to the Viking Age. The star of the show here is the Roskilde Cathedral, a massive brick church that's so impressive, it's on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Inside, you'll find the tombs of Danish kings and queens. Talk about sleeping with royalty. But Roskilde isn't just about old stuff. Every summer, it hosts one of Europe's biggest music festivals, the Roskilde Festival. Imagine rocking out with 130,000 other music fans. Now that's a party. And for all you boat lovers, don't miss the Viking Ship Museum. You can see real Viking ships that are over 1,000 years old, and even hop on a replica for a ride on the fjord. It's like being a Viking without the pillaging. 9. Skagen. Coming in at number 9 is Skagen, the northernmost town in Denmark where to seas meet. This place is an artist's dream come true. The light here is so special that it attracted famous painters in the 19th century, creating the group known as the Skagen Painters. You can check out their work at the Skagen Museum. It's like Instagram filters, but from 150 years ago. But the real magic happens at Grenland, the very tip of Denmark. Here, you can stand with one foot in the Skagerrak Sea and the other in the Kattegat Sea. It's the only place in Denmark where you can be into seas at once. And if you're into lighthouses, you're in luck. The sand-covered church is a Gothic church that's been slowly swallowed by sand over the centuries. Only the tower peeks out now. It's like a giant sandcastle. 8. Odense. At number 8, we have Odense, the birthplace of the world-famous fairy tale writer, Hans Christian Andersen. This city is like stepping into a storybook. You can visit Hans Christian Andersen's childhood home and imagine where he dreamed up stories like The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling. But Odense isn't just living in the past. It's got a cool, artsy vibe with street art, cozy cafes, and even a street food market in an old warehouse. For a blast from the past, check out the Fun Village, an open-air museum where you can see what life was like in the 18th and 19th centuries. It's like time traveling without the DeLorean. And if you're a fan of robots, who isn't? Don't miss the Teknisk Museum with its awesome collection of robots and inventions. Odense is proof that fairy tales can come true. 7. Aarhus. Lucky number 7 on our list is Aarhus, Denmark's second largest city and a cultural powerhouse. This place is like Copenhagen's cool little sister. It's got all the style without the big city attitude. Start your adventure at the Aarhus Art Museum. The rainbow panorama on top is like walking through a giant rainbow, perfect for those Instagram shots. Then, take a stroll down the Latin Quarter with its cobblestone streets and colorful houses. It's so cute, you'll feel like you're in a real-life dollhouse. For a trip back in time, visit Den Gamel by the Old Town. It's an open-air museum where you can experience Danish life from the 1800s all the way to the 1970s. Fancy a 1970s disco party? Anyone. And if you're a food lover, you're in luck. Aarhus is famous for its food scene. From Michelin-starred restaurants to cozy cafes, your taste buds are in for a treat. Aarhus proves that good things come in small packages. 6. Ribe. Halfway through our list at number 6 is Ribe, the oldest town in Denmark. This place is so old, it makes your grandparents look young. Founded in the 8th century, Ribe is like a living history book. The star of the show is the Ribe Cathedral, with its stunning views from the tower. Just be prepared for a workout. There are 248 steps to climb, but trust me, the view is worth it. For a real blast from the past, check out the Viking Center. You can try your hand at Viking crafts, taste Viking food, not just meat on a stick, and even see Viking battles. It's like a Renaissance fair, but way cooler. And if you're brave enough, join the night watchman on his evening tour of the town. He'll tell you spooky stories about rides past. Just don't get left behind in the dark. Ribe shows us that even after 1300 years, it's still young at heart. 5. Bornholm. Breaking into our top 5 is Bornholm, an island that's so beautiful. It's known as the Pearl of the Baltic. This place is like Denmark's secret hideaway. First up, check out the round churches. These aren't your average churches. They're round and were used as fortresses back in the day. Talk about multitasking. Bornholm is also famous for its smoked fish. The smokehouses with their distinctive chimneys are so iconic. They're practically the island's mascot. For nature lovers, Bornholm is a paradise. You can hike through forests, relax on sandy beaches, or explore dramatic cliffs. And if you're into pottery, you're in luck. Bornholm is known for its ceramic sand glassware. You can watch artists at work and maybe even try your hand at making something. Who knows? You might discover a hidden talent. With its mix of history, nature, and art, Bornholm is proof that good things come in small packages. 4. Kronborg Castle. At number 4, we have the magnificent Kronborg Castle, also known as Hamlet's Castle. Yep, this is the very castle that inspired Shakespeare's Hamlet, located in Helsingør. This Renaissance castle is so impressive, it's on the UNESCO World Heritage List. As you walk through its grand halls and dark crypts, you can almost hear Hamlet wondering, to be, or not to be. But Kronborg isn't just about Shakespeare. It was a key fortress guarding the entrance to the Baltic Sea. Ships had to pay a toll to pass by, making Denmark rich and powerful. Talk about a lucrative location. The castle also has some cool hidden secrets. There's a statue of Holger the Dane in the casemates. That's a fancy word for basement. Legend has it that if Denmark is ever in danger, Holger will come to life and protect the country. So far, he's still sleeping, which is probably a good thing. And if you visit in summer, you might catch actors performing scenes from Hamlet in the courtyard. It's like Shakespeare in the park, but way cooler. 3. Tivoli Gardens. We're getting close to the top. At number 3 is Tivoli Gardens, one of the oldest amusement parks in the world. Located right in the heart of Copenhagen, Tivoli is like Disneyland's great-grandparent. Opened in 1843, this place has been bringing smiles and screams the good kind for over 175 years. But don't let its age fool you. Tivoli is full of modern thrills, from the hair-raising demon roller coaster to the vertigo-inducing star flyer. There's something for every adrenaline junkie, and if you prefer to keep your feet on the ground, no worries. Tivoli is just as famous for its beautiful gardens and twinkling lights. At night, thousands of colored lights turn the park into a fairytale wonderland. It's so pretty. Even Walt Disney got inspired when he visited. Tivoli also hosts concerts, theater shows, and a Christmas market that'll make you believe in Santa again. Whether you're 5 or 105, Tivoli Gardens will make you feel like a kid again. 2. Nyhavn. Just missing out on the top spot. Coming in at number 2 is Nyhavn, the postcard perfect waterfront district of Copenhagen. If you've ever seen a picture of Denmark, chances are it was of Nyhavn. With its colorful townhouses, old wooden sheds, and bustling cafes, Nyhavn is like a painter's palette come to life. But this place isn't just a pretty face. It's got history too. Hans Christian Andersen lived here, writing fairy tales in house number 20. Maybe that's why the place feels so magical. Back in the day, Nyhavn was a bit of a rough neighborhood, full of sailors and, ladies of the night. Now, it's one of the coolest spots in Copenhagen. You can take a canal tour, enjoy a Danish beer at one of the many outdoor cafes, or just sit on the quay dangling your feet over the water. And if you're feeling fancy, treat yourself to some amazing seafood at one of the restaurants. Just watch out for the seagulls. They might try to steal your lunch. As the sun sets, Nyhavn lights up, reflecting in the calm waters of the canal. It's so romantic. Don't be surprised if you see a proposal or two. 1. Copenhagen. And now, for our number 1 place to visit in Denmark. Drum roll, please. It's Copenhagen, the cool capital that's all in our hearts. This city is like the popular kid in school who's actually nice to everyone. It's stylish, eco-friendly, and so livable. Let's start with the obvious, the Little Mermaid statue. Sure, she's smaller than you might expect, but she's been the city's icon for over 100 years. For a royal experience, check out Amalienborg Palace, home of the Danish royal family. If you time it right, you can see the changing of the guard. It's like Buckingham Palace, but with Danish pastries. Speaking of food, don't miss Torvholleren, a food market that'll make your taste buds dance. From traditional Smørrebrød open-faced sandwiches to gourmet hot dogs, it's foodie heaven. For a taste of alternative Copenhagen, head to Freetown, Christiania, a self-proclaimed autonomous neighborhood known for its creative spirit and colorful street art. And of course, you can't miss Striget, one of Europe's longest pedestrian shopping streets. Even if you're not buying, it's great for people watching. But what really makes Copenhagen special is its bike-friendly culture. Rent a bike and join the locals in pedaling around the city. With more bikes than cars, Copenhagen is leading the way in green living. As you ride along the harbor, past castles and modern architecture, you'll understand why Copenhagen is often called the world's most livable city. It's not just a place to visit, it's a place you'll want to call home. And there you have it, folks, the top 10 places to visit in Denmark. From Viking history to modern design, from fairy tale towns to bustling cities, Denmark has it all. Whether you're into history, art, food, or just soaking up the hike vibes, this small country packs a big punch. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to plan your Danish adventure. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments which of these amazing places you'd love to visit first.